Hello my dears, welcome back to my channel, Dreamfeather Mystic Arts. This is Dreamfeather here for your psychic reading. And today is one day before Mercury goes retrograde. And this is a timeless collective love reading. I do like to acknowledge the current energies we're in because that could have significance for you, or maybe you're watching it now as I post it. So Mercury retrograde is all about revisiting things from the past to come into some sort of like reconciliation with what has happened and tie up any loose ends, finish old projects, come to this element of like retrieval of self, and also coming into harmony in our relationships. So my dears, let's see what Spirit has for you today. I call upon the Most High, the highest of highs, the lightest of light, source, light, consciousness, energy to guide this reading for the highest and best good of all involved. May it be a clear and accurate channel for clarity, healing, guidance, and positive messages for you all. Let's see, my dears, what wants to come up. And it's interesting, I was earlier, like, I had this staff and I was doing yoga with the staff, and it brought an image of a card in this deck, and there's actually two cards in this deck that it was like this image that came to me as I was doing that, because I was in a very similar posture. And one of the cards, I believe, is the, let's see, I feel like it's the Four of Wands. There's a man doing this yoga pose, opening his heart and balancing on one leg with a staff. And then there's another one with a woman, and I believe that one's a Six of Swords, and she's doing the same pose. She's doing the same pose, balancing on one leg. So the Six of Swords, here's the man that I got an image of, and then the woman, maybe this is the Four of Wands. Interesting. So this was the image I was seeing, and what I was doing with the wand like this. I'm trying to get the light right so you guys can actually see these better. But yeah, you see him? He's balancing there. Interesting. He's balancing on one leg, one toe there, on his toes. And that's the caduceus symbol there at the top, which represents healing. Maybe if I go like this, that's what I was getting from Spirit. Yeah. So this is about healing, coming into illumination, and no longer being at the whims of your mind or in fear. This is about like breaking out of fear. And then her here, the Four of Wands, interesting depiction of the Four of Wands, because normally this usually has two people standing under a beautiful canopy, and it's about family, reunion, celebration, stability, and long-term partnership that could be that could be created on a stable foundation. And then you see the dove there. You could have a connection with doves. You could be blessed by the dove energy, which there is something that I heard recently about how two doves coming together like represent a blessed union and precede two people coming into union. So I feel like you two are both connecting to your spirit, connecting to your high soul self, connecting to the spiral of life. I see her in the middle of a spiral here. And I'm really getting that you two have past lives together, because we see the pyramid here, and there's the edge of a pyramid there as well. So you could have a connection through ancient Egypt. You two are both very evolved souls. You two have probably been in some sort of like spiritual caste system in this lifetime as well, working towards some way of mastering your body, your mind, your consciousness. And I see you two are very tapped into the universal consciousness. I feel like both of you are like, make it a priority to get into a flow state, to get into like being in the zone is what I'm hearing. And that's possibly how you could recognize this person. Someone who looks like they're like always in the zone, like they're constantly in meditation. And someone who has a very healing energy and presence, you two both do. So you two are mirroring each other here, and there's new life that's blooming and sprouting because you're both coming into a time of feeling separated, feeling like because of the thought forms in your mind or the narratives that you were assigning to this relationship, it was keeping you two apart and in separation. And now you're moving to a place of more clarity. And it's interesting, this orb of light is around his head here, and it's almost like she's already, this one is more near her hand and her foot. So this masculine could still be going through some sort of awakening. I feel like you've passed through it already and you're kind of out the other side, and you're realizing that everything's good no matter what happens. Because you're in touch with your spirit, you're in touch with the divine love that you are, to where you're fiercely independent, I'm hearing, and that you don't need any evidence from the external, you don't need anyone to act any certain way or like give you any attention for you to simply blossom in the love that you are. And I see like heart healing here, and the healing of your will, the healing of your solar plexus, the Manipura chakra. So you're no longer trying to force anything, you're just simply allowing the energies to settle and be as they are, and you're staying in this embodiment of the divine love that you are, of that stability, of that union, that inner union, and how you don't need anyone outside of yourself to reflect that to you, because you know how to give it to yourself energetically. And thus this dove is coming with communication, possibly from this person. Oh my gosh, it's interesting. Wow, I've never thought to do this, but look, these cards are actually connected. When I put them this way, you guys are reconfiguring and meeting more in the middle, because now these cards are connected and this orb of light is actually one and the same. You're realizing you are your beloved. Your beloved is already within you. Your beloved is already connected to you and a part of you. And so that dialogue you have in your mind, in your emotional body towards this person, they can feel it. They pick up on it, and that influences their behavior based on how you're viewing things. So if you feel like you're in the dark and you can't reach them and you can't communicate with them, that's what's going to be your lived experience. If you feel like it's easy to talk to them and that like communication flows easily, that will be your experience. This person's noticing you, they're maybe acknowledging you more. I think you really inspire this person as well. You two could both do some sort of like energy work in some way. And something to do with the body, refining the body. And really interesting because both of their left arms are the ones that are extended. This is about receiving information from the divine. So you're not only going to receive communication from this person about what's been on their mind, on their heart, about all the healing they've been doing, but you're also receiving messages from the divine, from spirit, directly. As you get in touch with that expansive nature of yourself, of seeing the possibility, seeing the creativity that exists within you to create a new way of relating to the divine masculine and vice versa. Now this person, I think before, could have not been very communicative because I see all these swords pointing towards him. None of them, I mean, they're facing upright, but they're not upright, like facing up towards the sky. They're just all facing towards him, so I think he's kept a lot inside. And you could have been very guarded in the past too with all these wands there. But I see now you're no longer focusing on what hasn't worked. You're no longer focused. It's like you're moving from your lower mind into a higher octave of mind, of consciousness, by realizing that you're not the mind. You're not those fearful thoughts that cycle through. You're not that insecurity. You're coming into a place of security because you're being one with the universe here. Oh, wow, interesting. So I wasn't actually going to start with tarot. I was feeling called to start with some oracle. So with that said, Spirit wanted those messages to come through with these cards. Let's see now what else Spirit has to say with the oracle about this connection. Please, Great Spirit. What does the collective need to know in this connection in love for the highest and best good of all involved, for the evolution of the collective consciousness? What else do they need to know in love? Great Spirit, please show us clearly. I think they are in this state of having a lot of compassion for this other person's process as well, because I see that they're in more of this blue energy. So they're recalibrating their throat chakra here, the Vishuddha chakra, and learning actually how to express what's been on their mind. You're in more of this pink energy, so that shows me the pink flame of unconditional love, of truly having this patience to where you're no longer frustrated or like taking anything personal, this person's actions or inactions. Ooh, look at this, new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. So I'm getting here, you could meet this person at work, at some sort of workplace or place in which people gather. And this new love is going to catapult both of your spiritual growth exponentially in a way that would not have happened had you two not come into union. So I'm seeing this as destined with this falling stars. It's like written in the stars already. So you two can both rest in the trust that this is already coming into alignment behind the scenes, even if there's little evidence in the current circumstances. Things can literally shift overnight. So there's this new love. It's about learning to receive that star energy that you already are and melding with the energy of the universe here. Embracing this opportunity. It also says you are limitless, and we see the two swans. The swans mate for life. Swans and unicorn. So you could have a connection with the unicorns. I see peacock there. This is about really embracing being seen. There's also fairies flitting about. You could be connecting with friends right now and really doing things that make you happy. Spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Yes, this is a past life connection. A soul contract that you two decided excuse me, you two decided to connect in this lifetime, and there's nothing in the universe that can stop that. Because you two are psychically connected, you could have this energy where you can't stop thinking about each other, where you notice ways in which you marry each other unexpectedly. You could both have very similar ethics in the workplace with this workplace prospects message. And I see you two embracing by the palms of the hands, so you could hold hands in some way or get a download when you two hold hands. I feel like this person feels like they could see a family with you, like you two could own pets together. And we're going from 26, number 8, to 9, 27. So this is a progression. It's a progression. And the bottom of the deck says, get to know each other, learn to meet another's need for love. So this is about really having an honest conversation when you two start communicating more about what is your love language. Because maybe your love language is quite different. Number 44, again, this mirror image. Maybe your love language is quite different, and so just because you have love for someone doesn't mean the other person will actually feel loved. And to sustain a relationship, you have to both speak each other's language and learn to love each other right, so that you actually feel secure in the relationship. You actually feel seen, feel heard, feel like the other person is really like meeting you halfway. And there's so much happiness, there's so much joy here. I feel like you two are just going to, I'm hearing, sail the worlds together. So maybe in the spiritual, maybe you two will do some sort of like tantric spiritual practices. Ways in which you can move and use the energy in your uniting physically as like a sacrament, as a ritual for healing and divination and magic. I see these interesting seahorse unicorns as well, so I really get the unicorn energy strong here. It's reminding me of the wind horse of Tibetan philosophy, where it's like you ride a wave of basic goodness, that basic goodness that you are, which is totally fulfilled, which is love, peace, joy, bliss, happiness. And from that state, good things grow. This reminded me of Poseidon as well, with his, this reminded me of Neptune with this glyph here, with this staff that he's holding, a triple-headed staff. And you're this beautiful mermaid who like only has eyes for this person. You're so in love. And they are too. And it's interesting because he's showing up older. So this could be an older person, even like a father figure. Even someone I'm seeing who could have had or has already a family. Because in this card, I see two people walking with a smaller person behind them, and they're walking like two jaguars. And then below them is this beautiful union flourishing. So there may just have been some delays because some things are culminating right now in their personal life, and they're walking through this maze towards you. Or these could also even be your projections, your fears, your insecurities of this person. It's almost like you can't believe that this person like would want you or is available in love, because it seems like there's such a catch that like they have, it seems like, how is it possible that this person is single? And so maybe they're, I don't know, like, I feel like this was a sudden, unexpected connection that this person didn't expect to feel towards you. And it's a spiritual connection, so it is about new love. It is about really taking your time to get to know each other, allow this to evolve naturally. You are limitless. You can do anything you choose. So make sure to choose, yes, what you desire, but have that intention for the highest and best good of all involved, because you don't want to get something at the cost of someone else's pain or suffering. There truly can be like some middle ground where everyone is happy and that everything happens for everyone's, you know, healing and highest good. I want to see some more messages with this oracle here. Messages for the collective in love, please. Show us clearly. What does the collective need to know about this person, about love? Playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestations. So get into that joy vibration. Learn to play with this person, how to be flirty, how to like take things lightly. Take things lightly. I see mother healing at the bottom of the deck. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. And this is making me think of this idea that our relationship with our mother and how we feel towards our mother is our relationship with life itself. And how healing that And learning to both receive and be that nurturing energy for others, allows others to feel safe in your presence, allows others to feel safe enough to blossom before you and really show you more of who they are. It is that sense of safety and trust that one builds with another that allows relationships to bloom. And I see before you guys are marrying each other, but you're not facing each other, and now you two are embracing in this beautiful boat. You could travel together or want to travel together. And being by the ocean could be important. Let's see what else. One more card from this deck for the collective, please. In love. Have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. And then a major life change brings you great blessings. I'm seeing the need to flip your perspective in some way, even like physically going upside down, doing some sort of inversion practices, even just laying upside down on your bed to shift the energy, bring more blood flow into the brain, and bring more flow into your life, I'm hearing. With this playtime, doing things you love, doing things that feel like play, brings you into the flow state where you're totally absorbed in the present moment. And this yin energy of not overthinking your desires allows your desires to rapidly fruit into your life. Going to sacred waters, I think, is really important right now too. And simply having that strong conviction, having that faith that this new opportunity is here for you, to just keep on with having fun and healing. And how having fun is healing. Healing doesn't need to be a hard, arduous process. It's like arduous, I don't know if that's a word, that just came out of my mouth, but oh, how interesting. I see synchronicity here too. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So acknowledge the times in which there are synchronicities around this connection. You could be drawn to this person because you keep seeing their name everywhere. You keep seeing repeating numbers when they're around or after you've been with them. You could be seeing them in dreams and visions, or you could even remember them from a past life and have retrieved a whole timeline with them. And it's giving me that message of Kronos again, like we were talking about Kronos and Ananke in the last reading. The true primordial beings who were self-created at the beginning of time. Kronos, which is Father Time, and then Ananke, which is the goddess of inevitability and necessity, the mother of the fates. These two entwining like cosmic serpents around the cosmic egg, birthed ether, chaos, and eros, or desire. And then chaos and eros came into union and birthed the universe as we know it. It's that passion, that desire in the winds of the universe, because ether is air and they're both winged beings. And their union of desire and chaos. Sorry, it wasn't ether, it was chaos, I believe. Chaos was air, yeah. And desire and chaos coming together created love, which birthed the human race. And it gave structure and order to the universe. Life's longing for itself. And it's this idea of time and inevitability and that dance between them, and surrendering into the flow of that, surrendering into the flow that this union is destined, this union is fated, you're connected by that red string of fate. and how there has to be this synchronistic bridge of events to get you to where you're going. I'm seeing heart healing right now. How beautiful. Yeah, this is all happening right now, and I just see so many doubles. The two swans, the two dolphins, the two people here, the two unicorn seahorses, you two together meeting eye to eye, hand to hand in a beautiful dance among a paradise here. I think you two really see like this beautiful future together, because I see a castle, I see timelines, I see so many timelines happening for you. And you're in this state of surrender, of riding the wind horse into your new future, into new love, new partnership. Let's see what else the tarot has to say about this. I want to leave new love here, because that's the first card we pulled between you two. 6 plus 2 is 8, which is infinity. So this could be a very timeless connection that your two are feeling with each other. All right, Spirit, what does the collective need to know in love and romance? What needs to be known at this time? Ooh, High Priestess. So you have been keeping to yourself right now. You're allowing the laws of the universe to be lived through you. You're connecting with, I'm hearing your light body, but also like that yin-yang energy within you. You're balancing your energies, your chi. You're stepping into the flow with this waters there. And you have just this like unwavering conviction that you are whole and complete. And you're that great mystic. You're the prophetess of the universe. You're the oracle. You're very psychic and tapped in that way. In reading energy. Wow. Empress. You are like the, I'm hearing cream of the crop. You're in your divine feminine energy here. The Empress is Libra and Taurus. And this is about knowing your worth. And you're not going to entertain any people who are embodying the unintegrated masculine. Someone who's fearful, someone who is avoidant, someone who is, not coming to you right as the goddess that you are. You want someone who's going to look you in the eyes, give you steady eye contact, like really fucking express how they feel and not leave you in the dark. But you're realizing you don't actually need that from anyone. You're giving that clarity to yourself. You're illuminating yourself and realizing that your energy is also influencing how people come to you. So you're coming into your integrated divine feminine energy to meet the divine masculine on that playing field, in that field beyond right and wrong, in that field beyond duality. There exists a place outside of time. You could be connecting to this person psychically for sure, astrally, in your meditations. I was also getting this vision of like, before while I was doing yoga and I got an image of this, I was also seeing and really experiencing like how we meet our beloved and our lover in our inner union of self by uniting with source energy, and it's bringing me back that story of Shiva and Parvati, which is an embodiment of Shakti, the essence of creation of the universe, Shakti is at the base of the spine in the root chakra, and Shiva is at the crown of the spine in the crown chakra. And the whole idea of yoga is to shoot the Kundalini energy, the Shakti serpent energy. Again, that serpent energy, just like Ananki was a serpent, the goddess of fate, the mother of the fates. And then Kronos was a serpent as well, of Father Time. And their entwining of that cosmic serpent birthed all of existence. And they became that, their cosmic union became the driving force of creation, the rotation of time and of the heavens. And so Shakti is the serpent energy shooting up the middle of the spine, the Sushumna channel. And she can meet her beloved Shiva only through that awakening of consciousness. It's not about going outside of yourself to find or meet the perfect person. It's about becoming that energetically to where you have this almost revelation with the divine, which is so healing, and it unlocks codes in your DNA. And Shakti and Shiva only met because Shiva was meditating in a cave and he was saying, "Don't bother me, Shakti." He wouldn't even open his eyes to her because he was so focused on his spiritual pursuits, on his meditation, on his practices. And he was so devoted to that Shakti was doing all these backbends and trying to make him notice her. And, you know, he didn't pay her any mind. So she said, "Okay, this is futile. This is not the way to unite or win my lover." So she went in her own cave and went and did her own meditative practices, went into deep meditation, and only then did Shiva open his third eye and actually behold his beloved, because they met on the astral plane first. They met within before they could meet without. And finally they were able to unite in that way. So this is about stopping the need and drive for gaining something or someone, but it's about becoming it in your consciousness. Getting in that flow state and losing yourself, losing your ego in being totally absorbed in the present moment. Anytime you're doing anything, notice the vibrancy of the colors, the smells, the sounds. Tether yourself as much as you can in this present moment, because that's when your energy actually is receptive enough and opens enough to invite in something new. If you're constantly thinking about manifesting something or someone, you're blocking the energy. So this is what you're learning deeply right now with this High Priestess and Empress, that you embodying the energy, you sitting on your throne and doing your work and then stepping back, that's the only path to serenity, as stated in the Tao Te Ching. And you're realizing that you are the oracle, you are the prize, you are a star. You're embodying your star essence, your star potential. And there's a whole world here in the crop of wheat. You're creating new worlds. Red stones could be important right now to balance your energy and your root chakra. I'm seeing a ruby here, and this almost looks like a hawk or a sparrow. So this is communication. This is even someone possibly giving you like a gem or seeing you as a gem or a treasure. And you see how she just has this look in her eyes, like everything is so good in her universe. What else? Yeah, Five of Swords reversed. So you're letting go of frustration, of separation, of like, you're letting go of, you're just surrendering. You're surrendering to what is. You could even be working with pentacles, which represent all the elements of the universe, and doing some sort of ritual, acknowledging yourself as the star, because the human body also mirrors that of a pentacle. The head, which represents spirit, one arm which represents fire, one foot which represents air, one foot which represents earth, and then the other arm which represents water. You're releasing these swords which represent the mental aspect of our psyche. You're releasing these swords which were like limiting narratives that were driving this connection in a way you didn't prefer. And justice. You're making peace with these fears that you've been operating under. That's being put to rest right now. These fears around, oh, what if this person has someone else? Oh, what if this person doesn't choose me? none of that fucking matters, because when you choose yourself, it's going to be this person or someone beyond your wildest dreams that you can't even fathom right now. So it's not about latching on to one person. Like, there's so many soulmates we have in our lifetime. And just because there's a karmic bond, I'm hearing, or karmic connection, possibly past life connection with someone, we may feel this intense attraction and magnetism towards them to resolve that energy from past lives. But it could be even a new love that you don't even know exists for you yet. Because it depends if this person you're dealing with is actually going to step up to the plate, is actually going to stop operating by their pride and their ego and everything that could go wrong, and actually step into how everything could go right with you and how you're their fucking dream person. So don't take anyone's shit as far as like keeping you in the waiting room. This Empress, she knows how to fucking wait. She knows about divine patience, but she's not going to wait for no man. She's going to be out there living her best life. I see all these birds in the background. You're talking to multiple people right now, possibly, or that's an opportunity for you. Maybe you couldn't see beyond this person's lack of action, so you've been stuck and waiting because you feel this soul connection with them. But guess what, honey? You have permission to move on and to not spend your life waiting for someone who's just not willing to meet you in the middle. And with this justice, this could have to do with legal matters. This could have to do with someone who's entwined possibly even in marriage or in some sort of commitment that is preventing them from coming towards you. I see the vulture here as well. This vulture is about putting to rest what has not come about and letting the creatures of the night bring that energy back into the void, to where you don't need to hold on to that. You don't need to carry that darkness of confusion. You have a choice here with this Libra energy to come into light and to integrate those polarities. And it's all about how you're viewing things again. View things with that, I'm hearing the violet flame of Saint Germain. Allow that transmutation, that transformative violet flame energy to renew your mind, renew your spirit, renew your inner sight until you see nothing but the light. How she's shooting the light, the lasers, beams of light out of her eyes. And she's balancing her sense of balance within herself. Like she's aligning her energy. You're aligning your energy with who you really are, as total wealth, health, fulfillment, love, divine love. And look at what you get as you release these fears, the Ten of Pentacles. This is union with your divine. And very interesting because he has this same bird perched on his hand, which is flying to you, bringing you a message. So maybe this person will actually lean into this connection and into this soul energy that they feel with you. Energy doesn't lie, and it's felt between the two of you. They're getting their mind right, and they're very stable and reliable, and like they have all these different resources that they're realizing as well, that like even though they think that they have everything they want, like they've gotten most everything they want in the physical, but they're realizing that without love, none of that matters. And how someone to share that with is what they want now. I see that possibly the two of you could be very hyper independent. And it takes someone reaching out and being that bigger person, you know, to bridge that gap between the two of you. So I see someone driving towards you, riding towards you with like vigor. Because they're also slaying their inner demons and their inner battles and their light and dark. And they're coming to this place of oneness. But that does drive this forward movement because they can't stop thinking about you with the Seven of Cups. They can't stop also thinking about you being with someone else. That would fucking tear them apart. Seeing you with someone else would literally break their heart. And they're coming to terms with that. They're like, if I don't act now, time is of the essence, because I know that this divine feminine here is in their power. They're not going to be waiting around for me. So I either act now or forever hold my peace. Because if I don't act now, look, I'll be out in the cold. And this will be a self-perpetuated sabotage if I don't actually act on my true feelings for this person. What else? So what will this person's actions be? Yeah, they're going to take action towards you. They're going to send you a message. They're going to reach out in some way. Because you really turn this person on. Not only physically, but spiritually, mentally. You are just like unlike anyone they've ever met. I'm seeing you as like this, how do I say it? They see you as this person who is like so evolved, and they've never met anyone like that. That truly embodies all the spiritual lessons and initiations that you've been through. And they can't help but feel this attraction towards you. Even if they're scared or if they have these like, even though they may have these like doubts or insecurities, their desire nature and their passion for you is going to come through. And I see lightning there as well, meaning fast and sudden movement and realization. King of Pentacles, they want to offer you stability. The Ten of Swords as well. They're going to stop operating by those fears and stop acting like a fool here. Pretending like they don't have feelings for you or just having that inaction. And they're going to come in as this King of Wands. And I think we got, didn't we get the King of Pentacles earlier? Anyways, oh yeah, look. So these are two people. If this person doesn't come in, possible earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, then a King of Wands is going to come sweep you off your feet. Or this could be the same person, but I'm definitely seeing two energies. So you have a choice in love, actually. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Lots of people have their eye on you right now. Lots of people find you very desirable. One person could be more focused on their work and their money and their craft. And maybe they didn't expect this love to come in when it did. And so you caught them off guard. But they literally, I feel like they're going to be seething if they see you with someone else. And they're really curious right now about what you're doing because there is no communication, I feel. And so they're just like, they've put themselves in the dark. That's on them. Now this King of Wands, someone who has very fiery, passionate, they're the boss. Same with the King of Pentacles. He's the boss here. You got two bosses who are after you and who recognize your energy as the divine feminine. The World. This is a culmination point. It's a whole new beginning with the person of your dreams. You're getting communication as far as someone who could have been acting out of their wounds earlier. Maybe some illumination around why they've been, like the energy they've been giving towards you up until now. They want to make it work with you. They're done feeling left out in the cold. They're balancing their energy right now. They want this union. So this is what I have for you, my dears. If you're new here, please subscribe for more psychic readings. And I do offer one-on-one private personal readings. You can book down below through the link. Press that link, it'll take you to book on one-on-one session and you'll see all my different offerings. I also do hypnotherapy for subconscious mind work to, you know, really create the energy that you want to see in your life within your subconscious mind, which projects out 95% of our lived reality. So truly that subconscious updating of the narratives in our mind is going to bring you your desires that much faster, bring you into alignment that much more. And I also do shamanic energy healing as well for that energetic alignment towards what you're calling in and living your life of dreams. So my dears, I love you so much. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear how this resonated. If this did resonate, again, please subscribe. It really helps me out, and it helps me to further pick up on your energy, and it lets me know that these are actually helpful for you. So I'm sending you so much light, and until we meet again very soon.